What's up, folks? We're about to get it started. Let's get it started. Rock the party. Chichi, you know the vibe, man. I'm just cooling, man. Cigars, rose vibes. Nicole, what's going on? I'm waiting for Nicole to get with me. Welcome, everybody. Hey, Sister Face, what's going on? What's poppin', everybody joining in? What's up, Q-Dot? What's up, QQ? Nicole!
What's up?
What's poppin', baby?
What you drinking?
Oh, I'm about to let you know in a second.
How much have you been drinking?
This is bottle number 2.
No judgment on this good Sunday.
Rose vibes. You already know what the vibes.
I'm doing Riesling today.
You on your Riesling?
Mm-hmm.
So, Pete, honestly, we about to go right into it, man. How you feeling? How you doing?
I'm good.
How was your week?
Week was busy.
Yeah.
I will say this. I'm back. So with COVID-19, a lot of people was furloughed, laid off, whatever. So I started just doing like my contract work, my side hustle. And I was working when I wanted to work. Well, last week was my first full week back at my full-time gig, and it kicked my ass. I forgot I had to work for real.
Forgot you had like, God, I got a job.
Yeah, hey, y'all want me to work? Y'all want me to work? Wow.
I got to do stuff. I'm supposed to be here on time.
5 days a week? I gotta work 5 days a week.
Every week?
Monday through Friday? Why?
That's crazy.
Why? So yes. So week was busy. Weekend was busy, but good, but short, of course. I don't know why we don't work 4 days off 3 days. I don't know why my life's set up like that. But I think if we work 4 days off 3, we would then ask, can we work 3 days and be off 4? You know what I'm saying? Work-life balance.
I feel it.
You got a haircut?
I mean,
the hat off, because I know last week, you didn't want to take the hat off.
I'm baldy shorty, man. You already know I got the baldy. Man.
Okay.
That's what I do. I do it, man.
Okay.
So, all right. Mm-hmm. So we back at it. In the working joint. You know what I'm saying? I was actually so. Can you move your camera down at all? Is that an option?
Okay. Better.
Yeah, I'm telling you, your foot gonna get tired.
No, I'm sitting on something. Stop.
Okay.
Did he get permission? Exactly. Did he get permission to cut that hair?
I said last week, Dad. Living, hey, single in this COVID kind of world. I'm glad I ain't got no girl.
Because we can say everything, but yes or no.
I'm glad I ain't got no girl. I don't want to ask nobody nothing. I do what I want. Man.
Did you see the eye roll?
You can roll it all you want. I'll do what I want.
Watch. Wait for it.
I'm gonna wait. I hate you, yo.
I don't care. I don't care. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead.
So all right. So we are. So this past the week before last. I tried. So I don't really drink a lot of hard liquor anymore, man. And I realized that because I don't wake up the same after I drink hard liquor. It means usually a hard time to go the next morning. Like I don't bounce back like I did when I was younger. But I did have some 1942, and I've never been a big fan of tequila, but my palate is starting to change, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. I finished a whole bottle of 1942, and I woke up. I did almost miss my flight. You know what I'm saying? Me and my friend was drinking, and we had drunk like all through the night. We finished the whole bottle, and like I had a 7 o'clock flight. And at like, I don't know, at maybe like 5 o'clock, because she was gonna take me to the airport. She was like, "Hey, like you need to wake up," and I'm like, "Oh wow, like what time is it?" She's like, "It's like 5 o'clock," and I was like still drunk. Like you know that like I've been drinking, and then you wake up and you still feel it.
I've been drinking. Okay, yeah.
I woke up, I was drunk. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna hop in the shower real fast. You know what I mean? You know, try to wake up. I'm like, yo, you still gonna take me? She like, nigga, no. like I'm drunk too. Like I'm not going no. Like I'm still drunk as well. Like I mean, but long story short, it's interesting. Like I think I will give tequila another shot, man. It's some different tequilas. Like it's this joint that come in like a very nice ceramic white bottle, white and blue bottle, and I really want to give it a try. But it is some tequilas out there that I genuinely like, man.
So I've been on more dark liquor. It's interesting because we were talking about this yesterday while we were all out. How when we were younger, you might have drunk one liquor, but now you transitioned into the other, right? So when I was younger, it was straight clear,
White all day,
all day. But now
all
as
white
I've
all
gotten
day.
older, you're not gonna find any clear liquor in my house. You're gonna find Jameson. You're gonna find Jack Daniels. So it's interesting how it changes or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know that pressure of running through the airport. I told you last time whenever I was going home, I was walking through and I heard them yelling my name over the intercom, Nicole Watson to get. I was like, so first of all, I didn't have no shoes on and I was running through the airport just to let them know, hey, I got to get my bag. It's coming through the belt. Don't leave me. Please don't leave me because I need to get home to my mama.
Okay.
Don't leave me. I do not like that pressure. I have a friend who does that all the time. He does that all the time and I love him. But
He's
he is
always
one of
late.
those, huh?
Always late.
For the airport, yes, it's like he loves that pressure. He be like, I got 30 minutes to get through here. I'm like, why are you doing this to your life?
Why,
Who wants
yo?
that kind of pressure? I don't. I'm not about that life.
I'm definitely a person that would be at the airport at least 90 minutes early and go to sleep at the terminal before I be late.
So I want to do that with COVID. Ever since COVID, you can get through there within 30 minutes, but I might get there an hour early. But I don't want to get there 2 hours early, but I damn sure don't want to get there 20 minutes. I was like, oh my God, I had to check my bag because, they
Yeah.
try to get me to throw away my coconut oils and shit, and I'm not throwing that away.
I feel it.
Okay.
I feel it. You can't throw away the coconut oils now.
I'm not throwing away the coconut oil or my hair products.
I
No.
I had to get there earlier because I had to declare my firearm, and yeah. Long story short, leaving from Florida, like she was like, "What was it, a gun show? Because you about the 50th person that didn't declare their firearm." I'm like, "No, you just in Florida. You just in Florida.
Florida is different."
Yeah, people tooling up out there. Everybody and their mother getting right.
I went to the shooting range.
How'd that
the
go?
first time, and so every time I would pull the trigger, my little eyes would close. I'd be like,
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that.
So I know I shouldn't do that, but it's instinct, right? Like it's coming back. I'm afraid the bullet's gonna fly back and hit me in the face.
I
It's
guarantee if the bullet hits
powerful.
you in your face, it's not your eyes being closed ain't gonna do a thing. If it,
But I don't have to see it coming.
I could have took that. So that's what she said. Oh God, see it coming. That's what she said.
I'm not finna do that. They do be hating on the coconut oil. My skin is so soft too. I want that coconut
Look,
oil.
man, you know how many ounces you can have. Like that's your own fault, man.
No,
Either
I do
check
the
the.
big jar. I don't care. I do the big jar.
So check it. Check your
Look, I do
bag.
this. I did. I checked it, which slowed down the process. But I want my
You
coconut.
should have.
You know, it sounds like this when I put it on. Yes.
Got that joint thick. You know what I mean? Got
Whatever.
spread that
Yeah.
joint like peanut butter on your arms. Like
Skin be so smooth though. Skin be so soft.
I feel it.
Okay.
Skin so soft.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it.
Okay, first topic. Where are we going with this?
Where we going with it, man? So it's COVID summer, man.
Uh-huh.
How do you really date during this COVID summer? Like everybody going back outside more. Um, restaurants are open up. Like, do you feel comfortable now, or are you more inclined to do at home stuff?
So for me, because I am dating, um, I'm doing both. We have to
Okay.
get creative, right?
Yeah.
So here in Florida, the good thing is we have the beaches and things of that nature. So you can always go to the beach. It's always
That's where
always
everybody
that
getting
as an
corona from the
option.
fucking beach.
Right. You see it on the news.
I see the news.
Right. So like that's an option here. And with the restaurants opening up, that's an option. But you're gonna get tired and you're gonna gain weight. And I ain't trying to do right. I ain't trying to be bored or gain weight. So for me, we get creative. Like we'll do cute shit like blow up an air mattress and do like movie night in the living room. Or I had one friend, she told me that they did like camping in the guy she's dating, they did camping in his backyard, set up a tent and everything. So I think it's
That's
just really
cute.
getting, I think that's cute, right? I think it's really getting creative. It's possible today, but like the guy I'm dating in the beginning of COVID, he was like, oh, he thought I wasn't on the go, but now like the world's opening back up. He's like, yo,
Oh, you be busy.
you always on the go, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, you met me like when we really started getting serious. It was at a different time. It was when everything closed down, and now it's like everything's opening up and my life is starting to pick back up of like I want to go hang out with my friends, or I'm going to go Taco Tuesday, or I want to go travel even if it's a road trip. And so for me, I think it's possible today. I think both parties have to get creative. It shouldn't be just on a man. Both parties have to get creative on.
Say that. Hold on. Say that one more time.
Here you go. And we ain't even been home here for
I
10
just,
minutes and
I
you
just,
finna get
just,
started with me.
I just say it one more time. I just want to hear it say it louder for the people in the back.
It's not just on the man. Anyway,
Damn.
so but I think you have to get creative, right?
Okay.
And for me, I do think I'm a little bit easier. Like if you do, like I thought, like let's get the air mattress, let's do movie night, let's play video games. I'll play video games with you, and we can just order in and pick like different restaurants that neither one of us have been to, or like support Black businesses that we haven't been to.
Okay.
Doing that, right? So I just think it's getting creative. I don't want this to be my new norm at all, but I think it is getting creative and creating a different level of intimacy, really. And now you're being forced to really get to know the person that you're dating, right? On a
Yes.
different level.
So I would imagine that would be hard. Like, so for me, some of it is a lot easier for me because because I'm already like a homebody, but like you're more of a outgoing personality. So is it like, how is that transition? Because like you were saying, like y'all started in this COVID, dome, but now it's like you back to kind of getting back to normal. So how does that work? Like, is he equally an outgoing individual, or is he more okay?
Yeah, so he's busy as well, but I think also he realizes either you're gonna get in where you fit in, right? Like I'll tell him like I'm going here. He's either gonna say okay, or he's gonna be like, yo, I wanna go. Like if I'm like I'm taking a road trip, I'm good about doing a road trip real quick. And so because he wants us to still remain connected, right? Because you're now the world's opening back up, and now you have your friends and your family that want to see you and they want your time, and now you've been giving more time to a person that you normally probably wouldn't give in the beginning of your dating life, right? You wouldn't give them as much time, right? Because it's the courting part. But yeah, I think, but he is equally outgoing and busy. So that does help. So it works for me.
So, all right. So here's a question I got, man. Because it's like when you first start, like like scratch your actual situation, right?
Yeah.
But when you first start dating people, like, is it still? And I know, like, it's been a while since I've done this whole exact process. But like, I know, like, usually, like, you meet a guy. Relax. So you meet a
You
guy,
can do it
and
just sitting out here in these streets. Go ahead.
no. I've been in actual relationships, and then outside of those relationships, I've just been chilling.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Okay. People want to know. Okay. Go ahead.
So like, I mean, you get like in this kind of rhythm, and I feel like early on you have to, I guess, do something substantial for it to progress before it goes cold.
Right.
If that makes sense. Like, I mean,
Yep.
like if me and you are talking, you know what I'm saying, like we got to do this, that, and the third. But if we go like, a month without seeing each other or doing that, like, not saying we can't get back on track, but I mean, it's more likely that that's going to fizzle out. And I feel like that's more of a difficult thing to do now, just because it's like, I mean, like, we could easily have kicked it one weekend and then 4 weeks go by and it's like, oh, we had that window. Like, is a window, is it a realistic window, or is it all in my head?
It's all in your head.
So you don't think if it's a guy that you meet, you know what I'm saying, early on, and y'all kicking it, y'all texting, and then y'all go several weeks without seeing each other, does he still have that same, uh I guess, is he starting over if it's still fresh, or are you still like picking up where you left off? Because it's easy to do that with somebody that you already have an established relationship with.
Right. So I think it's different if it's somebody that I'm just like meeting. Let's say I met them a month ago and we've been on dates every week for a month, right? And then we go a month without talking or seeing each other, and then no, we're not gonna pick up right where we stop. Now we're a little more comfortable with each other. We don't have to go on the dates and do the whole interviewing process, right? But it's not now. It's okay. For me, I know you said to remove myself, but I'm gonna look at this person and say, okay, that's how that person moves, right? So I'm not going to give them as much of my time. My time's not gonna be as available as it was in the beginning, right? Because you're not consistent, and I personally need consistency.
So why is the burden of proof on the man? Why aren't you consistent?
You didn't say that.
Now, I'm asking now. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, I stay consistent.
Do you?
I keep the same energy. I do.
So here's my beef.
And I feel like, and on top of that, I honestly believe we make time for the things that we want.
I mean, that's a fact. I believe. I don't disagree. But
period. So there's no reason for you to go a whole month without dating me, seeing me, unless I've been on quarantine, and it's no reason to. You make time, you make effort.
So here's what I think, man. This is my I feel as though
men want to be chased. That's all that shit is. But go ahead.
Women always want to be chased, and y'all don't like to give the same amount of effort when it comes to relationships early on. If I see you, I like you, I get your number, right? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know that I like you more than what I'm doing outside of, I think she's attractive. Obviously, it's some type of thing about you that I enjoy. But I feel like early on, too many women feel as though the burden of proof is on the man to set up dates, to text you in the morning, text you throughout the day, with y'all sitting back, you know what I'm saying, twiddling your thumbs, and you don't have to actually put forth a whole lot of effort until you feel like you like him. But in the beginning, I don't know if I like you either. I'm just seeing where this goes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily think you are somebody worth wifing or dating for the next 6 months or whatever. I'm just
Right.
dating you because the initial thing was attractive, and I think a lot of women get in this comfortable space of they just want to be chased and not showing the equivalency of what they also are bringing to the table.
I don't think. Well, I'm grown as hell.
I'm gonna take a
So
sip on that one. I'm gonna take a
okay,
sip.
you thought you had bars there. Okay, so got it.
I didn't say I
So
had bars. I didn't think I had bars. I'll
okay,
give you my bars. I'll give you my bars when my bars are ready.
uh, okay. So so I don't know. I'm a grown woman, and I do think that it's got to be in 2020. Yes, it's got to be more. It's got to be equal, right? Because you want to go into, I don't know, I'm dating with purpose, right? And I
Okay.
want to go into it like it's a partnership. So
Okay.
it's not going to, I don't wait for someone to say, hey, I was thinking about you. If they cross my mind, I'm going to
You
text
let
them
them
and
know.
say, right, say good morning or how's your day going? I do think that sometimes we as women, or in the past, I have as a woman put a lot of pressure on a man. Like, he don't text me good morning, I ain't going to talk to him all day. But
Exactly.
right, but I think that's that young mentality, having that thought process. I think as we mature, and get a little more comfortable and confident in who we are and what we bring to the table, that it is, hey, I'm going to check in on you because I'm a grown-ass woman. Same goes with dates. When I'm first dating someone, I'm not putting all of that on that person for the financial burden. Again, I'm dating with purpose. It's a partnership. I'm not going to allow you to pay for all of the dates, right? I still want you to feel like the man. I still want you to be the man. But if I'm like, oh, yo, I want to check out this new restaurant. Hey, let's go check out this new restaurant. Yeah, I'm going to pay. I'm going to take you on a date.
So when did that light bulb click for you to start doing
You want me to tell my age? So
that?
around, so, around 30, it clicked
Okay. Around
that,
30 a click.
yeah, around 30, it clicked because it was like, okay, what am I doing here? I'm not 20 anymore. I'm grown. I'm
I earn money
going in.
too. I can spend it.
Right. So, and again, I want somebody that wants to be my partner, not because sometimes women who allow, men, sometimes I feel like if you allow the man to pay for everything and completely take care of you, do you blame him if he becomes that person who's like, I do this, I did that,
Right.
I pay for this. It's putting additional stress on a person that I just don't think is fair in a relationship.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Yeah, but I also think people shouldn't date unless they can afford to. I know some men that'll try to date and they can't afford to. They don't date. You can't afford to.
I mean, there's a lot of women that date that can't afford to date
I
either.
don't know those women.
Oh, we talking about people we don't know,
I
huh?
don't know those women.
I'm just saying. Women, hey, what were you talking about last week? Your girl want to get took care of? Can she afford to get took care of? Like, it's one.
She can though. She just said, I'm tired of doing it on my own. I need somebody to take care of me. She
And
said,
that's
she's like, I've been out on my own at a very age. I'm tired. I want somebody to take care of me. I'm not, and she was unapologetic for it. And hey, do what you feel. If that's what you feel, find you somebody. And there are men out here that will just take care of you, but understand what that means when you allow a man to fully take care of you. I don't want
because
to do
I'm just saying, like, if I'm bringing everything to the table, I'm not a millionaire. But if I was in the millionaire bag of women that like seem to attract those kind of men,
it. Mm-hmm.
I get to do a lot. If I'm taking care of you and doing everything that you need to do for you, then I would like to do things outside a relationship that you may not be doing, such as cheat sometimes. But well,
But
that's
I
another
mean,
topic.
it's broke ones out here to be cheating. So
I,
it's broke
I,
ones
I,
out here to be cheating.
but I'm not speaking for them right now. I'm speaking for me taking care of you and me doing everything you need to do. I might cheat sometimes.
Listen, I'm just saying, it is, and I get it, and that's why you see a lot of celebs, right? You see it in
You damn
the
right.
time, right? Because they're like, me and you were just talking about this, like with some of the celebrities, and they're super young. You expect them to be faithful.
God, there's
Not to
no
say
way.
it's impossible, not to say it's not impossible, not to say that we should be okay with it because you deal with what you want to deal with. I personally am not going to deal with someone cheating on me or disrespecting me, right?
But my thing, it could be worse though. Like, what's that 80-20 rule? So, all right. So, prime example. Actually, I'm not gonna say prime example because I actually know these people. But so I know a young lady that her husband is actually I don't know the young lady. I know her friends, but whatever. But either way, if you had a regular 9 to 5 job, you know what I'm saying, and then you get married to this person that's a multimillionaire, y'all got the house you want. You know what I mean, y'all go on vacations to Bali, places you never thought of before. You know what I mean, y'all go to red carpet situations now. He did all that for you, and the only thing that he does bad is he cheated on you. Why is that the bigger? Why does that outweigh all of this other great things that he's done for you? Like everybody, nobody's perfect.
No one's perfect. No one's perfect. But here's the thing: no one's perfect, and it is about. Some people do deal with cheating, right? And they stay, and that's on them, right? You deal with cheating, you stay for whatever reason. That's on you. I think people allow society to have too much of an opinion on what's going on.
Society.
Yeah, of what's going on in their relationship, right? And that's why I'm mindful of who I let into my relationship, right? Because I want someone who's just able to just have a just like an unbiased.
There go that Teddy Riley internet. There go that Teddy Riley internet.
Shut, it's not Teddy Riley's. My phone is dying. Hush. I can't stand it.
Because you didn't know we was gonna do this. You didn't know this was gonna happen.
You know what? Don't start.
Continue.
Yeah. So I think that people do allow society. That is so my bad. Sorry.
To dictate their actual relationships.
I mean, people were listening to Beyonce with the Lemonade, and these women was out here going crazy, right? They were going crazy about the Lemonade. But that's sorry, everyone. Sorry.
We lost Nicole for a second.
Everyone, sorry. So
everybody boo Nicole.
Shut up. So everyone was like, listening to Lemonade and everything else, and I'm like, but she's staying with her husband. She got y'all out here wilding out, talking about I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, I'm not dealing with this. I'm like,
Beyonce ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere. Stop listening to other people. What's for you and I can't deal with him. I can't deal with people. What's going on in your relationship? I mean, it's your relationship. It's no one else but you and that other person. I mean, I feel like everybody got an opinion about Will and Jada's relationship. Everybody's got. Now, yes, they did put it out there, right? We're not going to go see, because I see you're triggered already.
No. Because we didn't talk about it last week. So we might as well come in
last week, right? But everybody has their opinion about Will and Jada's relationship. Now, was some of that just to help with ratings? Absolutely, right? Absolutely. But everybody's got an opinion about how they are with their relationship. And some people are like, Will should leave her. Some people are like, Jada's such a horrible person. No, men do it all the time.
So my thing with that, right? So, like, I don't think people put enough stake on this. Like, when it comes to, I think, like, I hear a lot of people say how bad it is to, like, people downplay their grandparents. Like, I see a lot of, like, modern day women, like, yeah, like, why I see posts like why we don't have these long relationships like our grandparents had. Like my parents have been together for 47 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They were high school sweethearts. And I feel like there is something said with when you get married. I mean, like, okay, like, we're going to weather the storm. Like, we can figure stuff out. And I feel like our generation is a generation that's like, nah, I don't. Like, I mean, like, I don't want to figure it out. Like, I
don't want to put it in
keep it moving. Yeah, you don't want to put it in work. Like, it's not supposed to be easy. It's like, relationships are supposed to be hard. Like, I mean, like, it's not supposed to be easy. Relationships are supposed to be hard. So, in that whole entanglement situation, I'm going to give you my opinion on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've heard August Alsina's music. I think the young man had an album that he wanted to release.
Mhm.
He's been super cold for years now, and he
Mhm.
needed something to generate some buzz so he could release his album.
Mhm.
Because I feel like real niggas, I'm not about to be sitting up here and just be pillow talking about something that happened and I ain't like it. Like he did it for a reason, and
Correct. But
and the fact that
do
do I
you
think
think
what
do you think he really didn't have their permission, or he didn't give them a heads up? You know, he gave them a heads up on, hey, this is what I'm about to do.
do I think
You know?
I think he hasn't talked to Jada for a very long time.
If
He's been cold for a very long time, and he had an album, and he was like, okay, what can I do to generate some buzz for myself and this album? And then he came with that, and I feel like he did it in order to get the buzz, and I feel like after the fact that the Smiths had to do cleanup. Because I feel like this ain't the first situation. Like I'm Jada, like you know how many August outstandings I have. Like you
you
wasn't
see
even
how
on.
calm she was, I didn't watch the whole thing because I don't.
I didn't
Their
even.
like I said, their relationship is their relationship, and I don't have time to put that much energy into somebody else's relationship when I'm still working on my own, right? So,
Mm,
okay.
speak on it. Speak
You
on it.
heard me. You heard me. Okay. So, I just feel like, yeah, he was about to release an album. I feel like this is something that their relationship has been, and I feel like their relationship from a person that's on the outside just looking in and only getting like that much a glimpse. I mean, not even a glimpse, like a peek, like a wink of their relationship. That might be what their relationship is built on. Like, we are open, but we're always going to be together. They've even said that. We're like pretty much like we're divorce is not an option. We're going to be together.
Right.
And it may have now become more of a business, right? But for whatever reason, if they choose to stick together, that's fine. But what we're not gonna do is people now walking around talking about I'm in an entanglement, like that shit is cute or acceptable.
You know he made a whole song about it. He made a whole.
I didn't listen to it. I didn't listen to
The
it.
song was trash.
I know it was
Like
garbage. I know
it
it's
was
hot
super
garbage.
trash.
So
Super trash.
I already know it was trash
My
juice.
man Shot
Okay.
said. My man Shot said the Smiths definitely had to play cleanup. Like 100%, 100%. And
Yes.
Burple, I see you. I see. Burple said. She said no famous people should be in anybody's relationship anyway. If it takes advice from a celebrity just because they're celebrities, you're an
You're an
idiot.
idiot.
Like, yeah, that's
Period.
100. Like, but I feel like it's a lot of people out here that have these fictitious fictitious ideas of what relationships actually look like, and they think that people don't go through real stuff. Like, you know what I mean,
Correct.
so they see your Jadas and your Smiths, your Jada and your Wills and your Beyonce and your Jay Z. Like like people go through real stuff, but it's how you deal with it. And I feel like they went through that, and they already. I feel like they went through that, and they already dealt with it. So when they
Mm-hmm.
were actually doing the cleanup, it was just like we just got to do this because
Cause
now it's public. Like, I mean, but it's not nothing they didn't know about. Like, I mean,
right.
it's something they had already been dealing with. Like, so it's just like, all right, this motherfucker won't shut up.
So let's just talk about it.
We got to, so we got to talk about it.
And let's make some money off of it. Control the narrative, right? Let's make some
Yeah,
money off of
let's
it.
play
And let's
cleanup. You know what I
yep.
mean?
And let's move forward. He making money off of it. Let's make money off of it, and
He
let's
is
go and let's move forward.
exactly.
I do think people are it's because of social media, which is why people are so shocked that I actually do this, because I don't do social media. But that's the reason why I don't, because I think people are so invested in what goes on in other people's lives instead of
Let's
working on
talk
their
about
own.
it.
And
Let's
even
talk about
let's
it.
jump in on Kanye for a second, right?
Okay.
People are clearly, this man is not mental. I don't think that man is mentally stable.
I don't think he
Um,
isn't. I think he plays on that.
I think he plays on it, but I think he plays up.
What's up, Nicole Cole?
I think no. I think that man's not mentally stable.
I don't think that he's not that. I think Kanye West is very smart. And I think that he plays to everything that's current. I think when he has something to release, he's going to say something. When he has
So you
something he's
think he's
trying to
just
push,
narcissistic?
oh, he's super narcissistic. He's super narcissistic.
I think he has mental health issues.
I think he does, but I don't think he has enough mental health issues that make him go off on these tangents. I think he does it because people don't know enough about him and he can sell something. Like, I don't think he's crazy. I think he does crazy things because people think that he's crazy and he plays into that. And when it doesn't work, he can say, or people around him can say, hey, you know he got issues, right?
Right.
He didn't really mean that. He didn't really mean that. Like, I mean, like he'll throw something out there and see how it land. And if it don't land good, he like, oh, then Kim K come like, yeah, he's having another bipolar episode. Don't feed into that. Be like, nah, like that's what he meant. Like he meant what he meant. Like Kanye West.
Oh, he said what he said.
Exactly. Like he said Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves. Harriet Tubman just made them work for other white people. Like, nah, fam, that's not how that happened.
I'm sorry, I'm dropping shit. I've been drinking. My apologies.
I've been drinking.
So I think shut up. So I think that if people would stop giving celebrities all the, and I know it's hard for folks to do this, right?
I was about to say it's not gonna happen. Like
it's not gonna happen, but I just don't choose to be invested in it. I'm not gaining anything from it. I'm not learning anything from it. I just don't have time for it. I don't have time for it.
Man, Kanye West doesn't come around unless he's trying to sell you something. That's what Shock is perfect. He said a great businessman and he stays relevant. He does stuff to stay relevant, but I don't think he be tripping. I don't think he really be going through these manic episodes where he don't know what he's saying. I think everything he does is very calculated.
So he made the perfect person for him then.
Yeah, like that. His shoes, some new Yeezy drop either today or tomorrow. What's today? The 24th or the 25th?
Today is the 26th.
Oh shit! All right. Well, yeah. So some new Yeezys dropped yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And then he coming out with some music. Like all this stuff is calculated. Like I mean, he's not crazy. He's not.
These are crazy. I agree with that.
That even Damon Dash went to see him in what's his little? He got like some compound. Yeah, he got his ranch. He went to go see him in his ranch in Wyoming. And Damon Dash was like, he's not crazy. He's not. I think Kanye West is very smart. And he knows how to market very well. But people don't know him enough, so they think everything he does just sounds crazy when it doesn't land good. And when it doesn't land good, he just says, I was crazy. I was having an episode. I was off my bed. I was tripping. But no, he means what he says. And he does this to generate this conversation, to make sure that he stays in the forefront, to make sure that people are talking about him. And that's how he remains relevant and sells his merchandise.
Somebody said y'all must never have interacted with a bipolar person before.
Well, I have. I actually have. I think I've dated several of them. Actually.
I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people could be diagnosed with as bipolar. I think that we as people of color, especially, we don't do those mental health checks that we need to, right? Or we don't openly talk about it like we should.
So I think it becomes a thing of, so we talking about like black versus black men. So I was talking this with my little sister, and I mean, shout out to Chichini. And I think it is a rarity that black men can talk in a comfortable space about our personal health. Because I'll keep it honest. Like most people know me to be extremely social. I have anxiety when I get around large groups. You know what I'm saying? And I am also we're our show is called the Introverted Social Life Podcast, and man, coming soon. That's a nice little plug. Pew, 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 pew.
I felt it, friend. Go ahead.
Thank you, man. But I have an extroverted personality, but I'm very introverted. And that's because I don't necessarily feel comfortable around large groups, large people. I like to keep them myself. But I feel like it's so weird for black people and also black men to be in that vulnerable space that it comes off disingenuous sometimes. So you have your people like your Kanye West that actually has mental health issues, but uses it to his own detriment at sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And And myself personally, I have I like to be personable. Like I mean, I think I'm a nice person at heart, but I don't like to be around a lot of people, and the people misconstrue that with me being extremely outgoing, but I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I talk about stuff that affects me, it makes me seem, for lack of a better term, less than,
Mm-hmm.
because we're expected as black men to be so, courageous and,
Mm-hmm.
masculine. Like, so anything that deems us less than is uh is a handicap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And so it's hard to verbalize that. You know what I mean, everybody doesn't necessarily need to see a psychiatrist, but niggas be having some real issues going on.
Right. Well, I'm definitely an advocate of, and it's because I do have a therapist, and I'm very vocal about it. Like I don't
Thank you,
like.
Nicole. Thank
You're
you. She said
welcome.
I she no,
Oh,
not the other Nicole. She said I have genius tendencies. Thank you. I appreciate that.
okay. Okay, Nicole, we'll have to talk offline. Okay. Anyway, so
You gotta relax. Hey, you gotta relax. You gotta relax.
but I'm very vocal about having a therapist, and anyone that knows me, if you're if anyone that knows me knows that um that, and I speak on it freely. Like I speak on it freely because I want people to feel comfortable about it. And I want people to be comfortable and know that that can be a norm, right? And it is because and I can only speak for Black women, we as Black women, we are supposed to be strong, right? Supposed to carry the load, right? And I feel like it's good to have that. I cannot deal with you.
No, 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 no. I'm engaged. So that's where I'm going right after this.
Okay. I feel like it should be a part of your self-love to have an outlet, whatever it may be. It may be church, it may be meditating, it may be just it may just be praying, it may be a therapist, it may be all of the above, right? But it needs to be, you need to have that outlet where you can fully express yourself and express your emotions of how you're feeling and be able to easily define it. So I feel like it is needed. I'm a proud supporter of making sure you take care of yourself, mind, spirit, mental, physical, not just the physical, right? Because you'll see people so tone fitted, look
And
good, but that mental
have a
is not
whole
there.
look at
That
Terry
mental,
Crews. Look
yeah,
at Terry. Yeah.
I can't deal with you.
He
Okay,
been
what were you gonna say? Because I think you rub them hands.
so all right. So I seen something earlier in the week, and it was talking about how black man. It was a black woman talking about how it's a false narrative. Hey, friend. Hey, it's a false narrative that black man. Hello, guys. Hello, we back. We back.
That
No
was
fault.
you. That was you, friend.
It's that was me. I'll say that. I'm sorry, guys. That was me. But it's a false narrative that black men don't support black women. And Shorty was talking about how she sees on the media all the time that oh, black man don't do this, black man don't do that. Like, we get thrown under the bus on a daily basis, and the only time where we see black women talk about how we don't support y'all is when y'all support us after somebody got killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, when don't we support y'all that y'all feel like this? And it's a lot of, like, I feel and like we were talking last week, the media plays a big part into tossing that
Mm-hmm.
out there that black men aren't supportive of black women. But, in my life, in your life, the majority of our friends are married to what? Black men. The majority of relationships that I see on Instagram are what? Black women and black men. So at what point has it become the narrative that we're not supportive to y'all? I mean, I have nothing but black women in my life that I support and give the utmost respect to and love to. So when is it become a time that we don't actually support y'all, that the narrative is that we don't do it and y'all feel the need to speak up about it is when one of us gets killed by somebody else?
No, I think that's all media. I do.
Okay, okay.
I do think that that's more
Including social
media.
media.
It's
Including social
include
media.
and definitely social media, right? Because people will focus more in on the negative than they will the positive, right?
Always.
Always.
That's what sells. That's what sells.
Always, right. It's a negativity. And so I do think that, I mean, sometimes people just need to take a break from social media. I'm serious. I appreciate y'all turning in, but sometimes people do need to take a break from it. Because they're allowing that to put things into their heart, which then goes out through their mouth, right? And then you're manifesting that type of energy. And you have to be careful of what you're feeding yourself, right? With words. And I just think that it's easier to say the negative, right? The men are not supporting me. No, okay. What are you doing to support yourself? What are you doing to support that person? What are you doing to support the person that you're not with, right? It doesn't have to be just the people you're in that's in your circle. What are you doing to support your community as a whole?
But even that part though, because it's like, even if I'm not supporting my community as a whole, like me and you have a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I have people that are on here that I have a relationship with. I mean, that I talk to, we check in with each other. I mean, we can give each other, good news. I mean, talk about each other, whatever, and have a continuous relationship with one another. But it's like, so these aren't the examples you're seeing in your life, but yet these are the examples that you're putting out. That's what's going on. Like, I mean, like I live about an hour away from Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of my friends have never experienced any type of gun violence, with the exception of a few individuals. But like, I know people that are born and raised in Chicago that have never had anybody from their family experience gun violence. But if you look on the media, everybody in Chicago got somebody that got killed by a gun, and that's not the case. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, if that's not your actual narrative, then why are you putting that out there into the world?
Mm-hmm. And that's all it takes. Oh, people, like, the numbers here in Florida are wrong. Hey, the numbers here are wrong. And for like I see for the corona numbers are wrong here in Florida. And what they're not telling you is that 99% of people who get coronavirus survive. That's what they're not telling us, right?
Right.
And even when they have to go back and retract something that they said, you don't see the media running that spin over and over and over again. You see that you they may say it once and that's it.
Right.
That's it.
I mean, like they're always going to pub what is the most controversial.
Right. Because that's what keeps people in a panic. People panic.
Exactly. I done been to Florida twice in the past.
I stay on. I've been on the plane.
I already know that. What I do, I will check in the day of. I will get on my flight as the very last person, and I will go to all them empty rows. Because once I sit in my seat, ain't nobody gonna tell me to move. And I will sit in the row by myself, 6 feet on my left and my right.
I can't deal with you. Is that how you sitting? I hate you, man.
And you know how I come through the airport. I come through the airport like I'm a whole celebrity. Don't nobody know who I am.
First of all, when I seen you at the airport, you had a hoodie on.
Sunglasses.
He had a hoodie on. It was tied. He had
sunglasses
on and his little neck pillow and all black. Like,
don't talk to me.
He was looking like a straight up ninja. Like, where are you going? Who are you going to go fight?
Hey,
whose ass
don't
are you
talk
going
to me.
Go whoop?
Hey, I'm coming through the airport. Don't talk to me. Social distance. Don't say nothing to me. I'm coming through the airport. Hoodie on, earphones on. I'm in my own zone, man. I'm here for one reason only. To get to my destination.
Catch this flight.
That's it. Don't talk to me, man. Oh, and
C-36. Okay, I'm out of here. Bye.
Oh, and my global entry coming through. I can't even wait to be so bougie, boy. What? You peasants had to go through the line?
The peasants. You people.
TSA pre-check, please. Come on. Let's skip line.
You people.
These peasants. You had to wait in line? You had to wait in line just now?
That's a shame. What? That's a line? Look. That's a line? Oh, okay.
I look over here like.
That's when you got to pull out your hand sanitizer for no reason. Just.
Where my mask at? It smells like COVID.
I hate you. I hate you so much. You're sleepy today. You sleepy.
People be in line behind me. You notice the pre-check line? No, the regular line is over there. The regular line is over. You got pre-check? Oh no, go over there.
Oh no, over there. Over there. And you know you gotta show your pass a little different too. You gotta come through there with it like holding up like, oh okay, that's me right there. Excuse me.
Yeah, they tell you like, can you, ladies and gentlemen, can you please get your license and everything? Well, no, mine's gonna be like this.
Oh, you can't have shit. You can't have shit.
I'm trying to tell you, but you know what's crazy though? It's like it's such a luxury. You pay $100, that joint lasts for 10 years. Like you pay for your investment in that first 6 months. Like,
and you done. You like, I won.
I'll never wait for another line of my life off of that.
I can't.
Man, I can't. I swear to God, I cannot wait to be bougie in the airport for my next trip.
You already low key though. When I seen you, I didn't even know if I should come and talk to you. I was like, now my friend is coming through here. Let me go and find him.
Bruh,
what is going on?
When I promise you, I've been to the airport at least 4 times in the last 6 months, and I can tell you how many times I had to speak to people. I don't want you. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me in the airport, yo. Don't talk to me.
You are, and my ass, I'm straight from Tennessee, so you know I'm like, hi, how are you? Good morning. Be on people's nerves. Hi, excuse me.
I have on a mask. I have on sunglasses. I got on these headphones right here. Don't speak to me at all, dad.
You're not even listening to this shit. That's the crazy part. You ain't got nothing playing.
I don't play nothing until I get on the plane. I swear to like, I just got them on my ears, so I don't want you to talk to me. Like that's
yeah, I know. I'm very much. I even with the mask get on my nerves because my smiley ass. I be still trying to smile at people like hi. I be like they can't see me.
I remember I was on a plane before I was there for the last time, and it was this white dude that literally stood up for like a good like the final descent. He stood up for that whole final descent to try to see if he could sit next to me. And whole time, like I know, like I woke up, like I was like this, chilling, like my joints was on, and then he came and stood up, and then I took my joints off, and I just was like, all right.
You gonna give him the stare down?
No, I wasn't giving him staring down. He was in my perfume. But I wanted him to know that I was no longer here. Like I thought, like, hey, I was woke now. I'm awake now.
Stay woke.
Cause I'm really good now. I didn't time my joint so good. I will drink up until we get to the gate. I mean, I will stay asleep up until we get to the gate. When we get to the gate, that's when I wake up. As soon as we get to the gate, be like, all right, you can tell you join the airplane. So grab my bags.
Too. As soon as it takes off.
Yeah, I'll wait till the takeoff.
Yeah, when it take off, I'll be like.
I don't want to fall asleep in the crash. I just wait for the takeoff first. Like I know.
Next topic. I'm not gonna do this with you.
All right. So one thing I did want to talk about is love languages, right? Do you know what your love language is?
Yes.
What is your love language?
Quality time and words and words.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. Mine is quality time and physical touch.
Okay.
So what do you feel about my last relationship, my partner
like nasty, that's why yours is physical touch, but go ahead. Because your tongue immediately went out your mouth. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So my last relationship, Shorty She said there's no such
It's a
thing as
lust
love language.
language.
It's
Shit, who
fake
is
because
that?
it's not love language. It's lust language. Ooh, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who did that to you?
All Nicoles are great, so I can't even, all
That's
Nicoles are great.
that's a
Go ahead.
lie.
Okay.
Corey, you don't be a thought.
Corey
So
can't
right.
help but to be himself.
Hey, I haven't been a thought for a while. I've been chilling, dog. I'm affirmed. I'm a different person. I'm not the same person I was years ago, and I'm just trying to be a better person. That's all I'm about. I'm just saying.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, so my last relationship, the woman I was dating,
Mm-hmm.
she was great at love language, but she was great at displaying her own personal love language, and she bodied that. Like her love language was, I don't know the actual term for it, but it was like basically like she like gift giving,
Ah. Okay.
and she was excellent. Like she brought my mother gifts. I mean, she bodied my birthday. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like she might have bodied my birthday like more than any birthday I had in my life. There's only one other person I would put in that same light, and she got me Jay-Z tickets, and I love her to death for that. But outside of that, she got me tickets to see the Ravens. We went to Baltimore. We both lived in Tampa at the time. Like she bodies that. But it was a disconnect because she only understood um how to relate her love language, and she didn't know how to. Because at the end of the day, while I appreciated it, I didn't care. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm more inclined to the physical touch and the quality time. So if you come over my house after we both get off of work, and I get off work and it's 5 or 6 o'clock, and by 7 o'clock we done ate dinner and you already sleep on the couch, like I feel like that's a dub for the night. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I need you to stay your ass up. You know what I mean? Because that's what is important to me. Like, let's talk about your day. Let's talk about what's going on in the world. Let's talk about TV. But your ass sleep already.
I'm
You know what I
tired.
mean? Yeah, I'm tired too. But you came over here. You could have stayed your ass home. So what's your love language?
Quality time and words of affirmation.
And how does that relate to your relationships?
I definitely I definitely like quality time, but I'm cool with the I come over, you cook, we cook, and then we get on the couch, and if I fall asleep in a movie, we're good. That's quality time. For me. Everybody looks at
Yeah,
quality time differently. Some people look at quality time as we got to be always on the go. We got to always be doing something. For me,
I
it
feel
could
that
be
way.
just, yeah. But I personally could just lay around the house and do nothing all day and be good with that. Words of affirmation. Yeah, I like the I miss yous. I like the sweet nothings being whispered in my ears.
Good morning,
Um,
Queen. Yeah, like good morning, Queen.
I love being called queen because I mean it seems right. It seems fitting. My mother says she's the queen as well, so I mean it fits right. So but I like that. And I
Oh, shit,
think
that's a first, dog. We getting a countdown right now before we end.
we what?
We getting a countdown. We done been on that long.
Oh, okay. But
We
yeah,
got
so
about 2 minutes.
okay. So to wrap it up, yes. But I view I'm cool with the like if I fall asleep, I fall asleep on you. We're good. Or if he fall asleep, the other night he fell asleep. It was fine. We in the bed, we cuddling, we watching the movie. You fall asleep, we good. We spent time together. It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
always have to be us talking. I don't always have to hear your every thought. To feel like I'm getting pieces of you. I don't.
I feel as though like it's important to.
You needy. That's all.
Oh,
I'm
let
at
me
the
take a
bottom of my
drink. That.
drink. I'm at the
Hey,
bottom of
hey,
my
hey,
drink, and I
hey!
know the time's going down, so I can say whatever
You,
I want to
you want to
say.
talk now?
Uh,
All right. Hey, so all right, we got two options, and we only got a minute to figure it out. All right, so we can end this part right here, and we're gonna come back with some stuff to talk about next week, or we can give them about another 15.
nope. Keep them
We
guessing. Wrap
keep
it
them
up.
guessing.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody for checking in, man. We went a little bit longer tonight than we usually do. As you know, the podcast is coming next month. The Introverted Social Life Podcast. Of course, this is brought to you By the Introverted Social Life Podcast, and this is Grey Couch Talk. I mean, this is your boy H. Dot with your girl Nicky over here. I don't even know if I told her what her nickname is, but she Nicky
He
Watts.
gave me one, y'all. He didn't even
I
ask
did.
me. You see
I
the
didn't
little
ask
shit
at
he
all.
doing?
I
I
didn't
don't
ask
even
him.
like to be called Nicky,
It
and I allow
it got a nice ring to it. It got a nice ring to it. I like it.
Okay.
I like
Next
it.
time, ask permission.
All right, well, it's about to time down on us, man. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. See y'all next week. I'll let y'all later.
Bye.